Yes, I have.
Definitely.
A lot, actually.
I have heard so many about the races.
It's alive and well.
I haven't, personally, because I'm white.
It's a lifelong kind of thing living in America. It's under the surface.
This is the real world.
They judge you.
It's just a certain look.
I've had people say like the N-word. I've just had people call us Gandhi.
And they were like, hey dude, let me show you a backpack. Do you have a bomb in there and stuff? Just because I'm from Middle East doesn't mean like I'm a terrorist or something. Doesn't mean I have a bomb on me.
Sometimes they don't want to be with the group of some different kind of color. They want, if they are white only.
A lot of people feel like they feel threatened by black people. Insurance, they charge more in black areas.
It actually causes me to change up to try to make them feel comfortable. Like if I go to the ATM and it's cold and I have on a hoodie and there's a lady there, I'll like take off my hood or kind of give them space just so they can see like, okay, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. Or
Even though the media seems to portray it like it's getting more and more or worse, it's steadily dying out. There's exceptions to the rule, but they hide under the radar.
I think that a lot of people not necessarily are intentionally racist. I think that they're uneducated. So there's a lot of stereotypes and those things that actually play more into racism, the color palette. Like you can't think of one color without thinking of the rest of the color palettes,
I think it already has, right? Probably heard of the 2 Indian men killed in Kansas, right, in a bar.
And a lot of people have lost their jobs.
He's sort of making them feel empowered to speak up. I think what happens is that some people who are already racist feel they can come out and express it, even though they may not have expressed it before.
Step in and say that's not what America's about. Just tell them up front.
I would react. I would make a statement about how wrong it is.
我觉得我们应该就是对此做出反应，就说 this is not okay，就是有那种反应。
Most people would react negatively and step in,
I don't think I will have to stop them, or I don't want to encounter anything that happened to me also.
也要看了，如果是一个人的话，是最好是就先离开。
You get so much of it, at some point you have to learn to pick your battles.
you just kind of ignore it and be the bigger person. Because once you address it, you're giving them their desired result. That's what they want.
Change starts at the top. More people speaking out about racism, that would help.
To try to have an open mind. It starts from when we're real young now.
College and universities are places where it's dying.
So if we are educated in the sense of the all the different races and cultures and stuff like that, then it makes it a lot easier to kill racism, I guess, if you want to call it.
But I think racism is everywhere, and it's not one group necessarily always guilty of it.
I think everybody has a little bit of racism in them, and some just choose to let it manifest more than others or speak it. Other people just tend to be more quiet about it.
So we want to make sure that we can support everyone equally.
We should all be fair.
We are Americans like everyone else, and we want to be treated with respect.
For people who are from here in America, it's kind of our responsibility to kind of stomp that out, I think.
It's not that easy. We're not that big, but still, we try to do as much as we can.
Break bread, eat some food, sit down and talk about the differences.
It is on everybody. I've been lucky enough to be able to travel the world. The United States is not the only racist country. I have family in England, and there's a large Indian population there, probably worse there than it is here. So what I would hope is that minorities don't just complain about racism, but they make sure to treat other groups, even people in the majority, with respect and equality. If we want to be treated well, we have to do the same for everyone else,